Here we go. This movie.
You messed up.
Yo, this the same video. Like this the same girl from the other day, bro. The one that made the video about the movie Kids. Okay, I fuck with her content. This is our new thing, bro. We gotta start reacting to shit like this.
Head individuals asked for it, so here we are. In any discussion about disturbing or just straight up bizarre movies, Gummo is always gonna come up. It might even be the first movie you watch that introduced.
Okay. I'm seeing some weird shit already. I high-key feel uncomfortable. My skin is high-key crawling. Okay, I gotta lock in, bro. It's just making me awesome.
Introduced you to the world of disturbing films. The name Gummo comes from the fifth Marx brother, whose name the director apparently just thought sounded cool. But this movie doesn't have anything to do with him beyond that. Gummo is Harmony Korine's second feature film, which he both wrote and directed, completing filming in just 4 weeks, only 2 short years after his controversial debut as the writer of the movie Kids. In case you're just coming across this video and you're not familiar with Harmony, his movies don't use traditional storytelling. Instead, it's just a bunch of strange and uncomfortable moments stitched together that sort of feel like a messed up fever dream. Just like
that's what the last movie gave.
Opinions on this one are pretty mixed. You either downright hate it, or watch it 10 times a year and get strange looks for saying you enjoyed it.
What the fuck is that? This, son? You be watching in the house, man. Shit is bugged out.
You might even be accused of being psychotic or having dementia. I should also say that Gummo is not the kind of movie that's driven by a plot. It's more so of an experience, a slice of life type of thing. So yeah, don't expect any intense character arcs or shocking betrayals, because this ain't Game of Thrones. Just like Ken Park, it's basically just a string of messed up shit happening. So if you're going into this expecting to see some crazy character development, you're gonna be disappointed.
And at least when I watch movies, the only thing I really remember are characters and specific scenes. So I wanted to make a film that consisted entirely of that. Really random.
I'll let you know right now that if fictional animal cruelty is something you can't stomach, it might be best to skip this one. Representatives from the Humane Society clarified that the cats shown were either fake or already dead before filming began, and none were killed for the purpose of the movie, and no live animals were harmed during production. Not that this makes it easy to watch per se, but at least we know it's not real. Gummo opens on a twisted note. One of the first things to happen is a cat getting drowned in a water barrel. That's not a one-off thing either. For the main characters...
What the fuck? Okay, oh my god, okay, this is strange. This is very strange.
Tumblr and Solomon, that would be these two greasy little weirdos' favorite hobby, hunting stray cats. Not only that, but even just discussions involving cats being killed is a common occurrence in this film. It's like everyone's favorite pastime in this universe.
Give me a bottle of gas, and he opened his mouth. I ain't never seen that cat since.
One of these cat torturing freaks, Solomon, is also the narrator for a lot of the monologues. But every time he talks, it sounds like Harmony called him up in the middle of the night and told him to whisper his lines over the phone so he wouldn't wake his parents up.
A few years ago, a tornado hit this place.
The story takes place in some trashy
Bitch, I got a sentiment. Yo, who you calling a bitch? You see you fucking up, bro. Hustle junkies don't call you. You know what, bro? Alright, bro. Alright. You got a cinnamon roll, bro. I'm glad you went and chased that, bro. That's shit. Every nigga need a cinnamon roll, bro. Facts. Remind that little twin.
As ridden looking town in Ohio after a tornado came through and wiped out a bunch of people some years prior. All of the characters in this universe are a little off. These are the throwaways of society. Gummo brings you into a world made up entirely of people most would rather ignore. The poor, neglected, mentally challenged, and weird looking. Although Gummo was filmed in Nashville, Tennessee.
I got you, gang. I left it at... You left it at my desk? Bitch, I'm at the desk right now. Gang, I'm at the desk right now. What do you mean? I'm here, gang. What do you mean? I'm literally right here. Niggas playing, bro. I was dead ass when I asked you for it. Dude, brother, bro, I was dead ass, bro.
Harmony decided that he would set the story in Ohio after watching a video titled Memory Screen from an Ohio-based skate company, Alien Workshop.
The Alien Workshop videos, like Memory Screen, it kind of felt like the id. They tapped into the feeling of what it was like to be, not just a skateboarder, but be like living in middle America.
Similarly, he would pair that same kind of frantic, mind-racing music with grainy, distorted footage in the film, clearly drawing inspiration from the memory screen video.
Took a little walk in. That's good, bruh. Hit the bleeds. Hit the bleeds.
Louisiana. Well, the city is a Cajun-like style.
For the casting, he would return to his hometown, asking mostly non-actors if they wanted to be in his movie. He was drawn to real people with unique faces. He wanted this to feel realistic, hiring people that looked like they actually belonged in the environment. But he would also bring on Chloe Sevigny, who he had previously worked on with kids and was then dating. And he was also able to convince Linda Manz to return to the screen after a 16-year hiatus, who has also been in some pretty cool films. But that's another video for another day. But most of the cast were unknowns. Two of the biggest roles being found through channel surfing. Jacob Reynolds, who played
I said no more, twin. I'm live every day.
The Road to Wellville, in which Jacob plays a small role. He said he never got tired of looking at his face. Something about his look just completely fascinated him. And then there was Nick Sutton, who played Tumblr. He spotted him in a paint-huffing prevention episode of a daytime talk TV show that often brought on troubled teens who had various issues. When Sutton said on national TV that he'd probably be dead in a few years, Harmony knew right then that he wasn't looking for actors. He was looking for people who felt like the characters already. Now, this episode can't be found anywhere. I was actually really interested in this and wanted to watch it for myself, but Nick himself has said that it's unrecoverable. There's really no proof that it even exists. Maybe they're both just trolling us, who knows? But if it is true, that's actually kind of cool. Once this tornado hit Xenia, Ohio, many families were broken apart. Solomon's own
I'm a stream, bro. Look, niggas should never have to question whether or not I'm a stream, bro. You niggas know I stream. I am the #1 streamer, bro. I'm a hustle junkie. I be on the screen every day. I just fuck something up.
That if fictional animal cruelty is something the poor, neglected,
it kind of felt
drawing in and was then dating, and he brought on troubled teens who had various issues. When Sutton said on national TV that he'd probably be dead in a few years, Harmony knew right then that he wasn't looking for actors. He was looking for people who felt like the characters already. Now, this episode can't be found anywhere. I was actually really interested in this and wanted to watch it for myself, but Nick himself has said that it's unrecoverable. There's really no proof that it even exists. Maybe they're both just trolling us, who knows? But if it is true, that's actually kind of cool. Once this tornado hit Xenia, Ohio, many families were broken apart. Solomon's own father would die in the chaos of this storm. The town never seemed to recover from this. The aftermath remained, and it became a place full of damaged houses and decay. Solomon lives with his now widowed mother in a cluttered, ran-down home. She's just as eccentric as anyone else in this story, which you'll soon see.
Come on, can you smile for me, please? Okay, you son of a bitch. If you don't smile, I'm gonna kill you. Okay? I've killed before and I will kill again.
Damn, mom's a gangster. Solomon spends most of his time with his buddy Tumblr, riding their bikes, huffing glue, and well...
Bro, you need to leave her alone, bro.
Solomon's monologue keeps his friend as a figure of dark fascination. A guy that does some morally questionable things, but is undeniably compelling. The type of person that some oddballs would look up to.
Some say he's downright evil. He's got what it takes to be a legend. He's got a marvelous persona.
Every few minutes, we break into another monologue that introduces yet another depraved character. They just keep coming like some cursed clown car. There's a kid who doesn't speak, pees over an overpass, and wears pink bunny ears for no apparent reason. Then there's two skinheads who supposedly killed their parents and punch each other in the head like they're trying to give each other CTE. And oddly enough, Solomon describes them as the normal ones at first because they brush their teeth and seem to have clean clothes, which is impressive for Ohio standards, I guess.
So is this why niggas be like, down in Ohio? Yeah, now Ohio is shitty. Also, bro, even if that is your friend, bro, you don't need to be friends with your BM, bro.
Then there's a pair of sisters casually taping their nipples together. And of course, because look at everything I've just described, there's some racist people and chomos thrown into the mix.
With some niggers now.
You said what's our people called? What's our community? Bro, I had to disappear for a little bit. I had muted the video and I had muted my desktop audio and I watched it for a little bit. I think that was the only time it got dropped. It got dropped 2 times, and I think that was the only time. I hope. Nah, but with the community, we MNK, bro. That mean mankind, bro. We mankind, bro. We the biggest in mankind. Bro. We taking shit over. We on some hustle junkie shit. Like our population is like the civilization. Like I'm trying to craft the civilization that I want, bro. Some peaceful, hustle ridden shit, bro. Like I'm talking, bro. Just wait till niggas see. Wait till niggas see what I'm on, bro.
Surprised at this point. In between these monologues, there's documentary style footage of various locals doing in-character interviews, which gives you an even closer look into the nonsense going on in this town. It really captures a side of America that often gets overlooked outside of major cities.
What's the hustle shit? Hustle junkies.
Have some
we hustle
insane
junkies, bro.
opinions.
Like you know how bros got Bog and D.O. Nigga, we hustle junkies, gang. Like we can't stop, bro. Like no matter what, we can't stop moving, bro. Our brains won't let us go to sleep on a bad note. Our brains won't let us go to sleep, bro, at all. We hustle junkies, bro.
And fantasies.
Patrick Swayze is sexy. I would pay money to touch him.
I think suicide's the only way out. They say it's my depression, but what the fuck, man?
Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sign with me?
Clearly, the mental health resources in this town ain't looking too good. It turns out the reason these kids have been
use that shit in your song, son.
Because this sketchy grocery store clerk has been paying them to do it, so they could fund their glue huffing hobby. The clerk would then resell the meat to a Chinese restaurant.
What?
I know. This brother is lost. Next thing you know, for whatever reason, Harmony's making a drunk cameo crying about his life story to a dwarf.
She fucking hit me, man.
Alright, babe, get a tag to him.
Before trying to make a move on him, but this man was not feeling him. Rightfully so. I mean, shit, you're looking down bad right now. Just crying, got the bottle in your hands. He's got to work on his game. And right after that, these fools meet up with the pimp and try to sleep with the woman who has Down syndrome. There goes the cat stuff again. Oh, Harmony was smoking some good shit when he made this. The nipple taping sisters from a little earlier, Dot, Helen, and Darby, seem to be loosely inspired by the real-life band, The Shags, a group made up of 3 sisters who were forced into forming a band by their controlling father, who was told by a palm reader.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro, this is some weird shit. Yo, I love this. I love this channel though. Like, whoever's behind this, bro, I love her, bro. She makes some good shit. These are some good videos, bro, because I should be like, this is the most deranged shit I've ever heard of.
They would become famous someday, despite the fact that they had no musical experience. 2 of the characters in Gummo share names with the actual Shag sisters, Dot and Helen. The girls would end up losing their cat, Foot, whose life was spared earlier in the film. Similarly, the Shags also made a song named Foot about a missing cat. In this film, the girls' story takes a dark turn when they trust a man who claims can help them find their missing cat. That interaction quickly turns creepy when he ends up trying to slide his hand into Helen's skirt.
Oh shit.
In this world, everyone is bound to experience some sort of twisted event. No one's really safe in this story.
We gotta watch another IBS in a month.
Half of the film, we finally get a rare glimpse of something real. A short-lived moment where Tumblr opens up to his dad about his mom, who was revealed to have passed away when he was younger.
Do you think she looked a little like me?
Yeah, she looks a little bit like you.
She's in heaven now.
But instead of that turning into a deeper conversation, we jump headfirst into an arm wrestling contest. It's like the only outlet any of these people have in this town is violence. The skinheads aren't the only ones trying to give each other CTE though, because Mark Gonzalez goes full WWE on a kitchen chair while everyone is yelling at it like it's a real person or something. Like, I mean, they're acting like this chair just stole their rent money.
Stomp his head!
Stomp his head!
It's completely ridiculous and honestly depressing, if anything. Apparently, there's another kid named Jared cutting into Solomon and Tumblr's cat killing profits. So they decide to break into his house and literally turn off his grandma's life support. Now that's some next level revenge. What's wild though is it's not even done in some sinister way. Like, they didn't actually break in with the sole intention of killing an old lady. They were just kind of messing around, going through the guy's stuff, and then they wandered into her room, and Tumblr's just like,
she's always been dead. She's been gone a long time.
As though he's doing her a favor, freeing her from a pointless existence or something. One of the sadder moments towards the end of the film comes when we find out that a girl who Tumblr had been with earlier has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Lump in your titty.
She now has to have them removed, and in her mind, that means she's no longer attractive. She believes no guy will ever want to be with her again.
When I finally meet a guy that likes me, he'll just stop talking to me for no reason. Boys are like that.
And then came the infamous bathtub scene. This kid is about to give himself brain-eating amoeba with his own water. This has to be the least appetizing spot to eat in. Forget the fact that he's drinking milk with spaghetti.
Some dessert?
Yes.
This shit is making me cringe. This shit is like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck? This shit's making a nigga like skin crawl, bro. God damn.
Solomon isn't gonna live much longer. He just ate chocolate out of some doo-doo water. And then there's bacon taped on the wall and disfigured dolls hanging off a rack.
For me to come back and that damn bathroom still got crap in the toilet, and you got damn ketchup spread all over the tub.
What the hell did I used to be watching? Man, it's no wonder I got problems now. The movie ends with Ellen, the special needs woman who was singing her ABCs earlier.
Jesus loves me.
But it gets cut off and switches to some devil music. This film is terrifyingly disgusting in more ways than one. It is visually hard to digest. This is not easy on the eyes by any means. There are some undeniably cool shots, but my god, do I want to throw up looking at half of it. Whenever this movie doesn't have you on the edge of vomiting, something is going on that just depresses you to the point of disgust. These kids are completely wasting their time killing cats just so they can get money to huff glue. I need you to imagine that being your life for a moment. The world they live in is so poor, run down, and
I don't know about that, bro. I mean, look, Down syndrome kids not ugly. You know what? No comment.
filled with ignorance that you'll be thankful for every problem that comes with your life. Unless you're already stuck in a place like this yourself, that is. Regardless, Gummo remains one of the most iconic cult films out there. You'll find it on just about every cult classic list, or see the Life is Great, without it you'd be dead quote slapped on some edgy archive page. Maybe it sticks with you, maybe you just watched it once and never again, or maybe Poop Water Chocolate is your breaking point and you end up writing a 1-star review claiming fans have dementia. Either way, the choice is yours. I think this movie is pretty fucked up, especially with all the cat stuff. Fun fact, by the way, I'm actually scared of cats. They always have that look in their eyes like they just want to knock your head off. It seems like every last scene is just completely unhinged. It gets to a point where I can't even really make fun of this movie, because every time you think it can't get more outlandish, it does. And what I really
all of these movies are like that, bro. It's like, we gotta watch one of these on Shaq. I don't even think we can, bro. These movies are like crazy, like boobs, slurs, everything.
Is that most of it isn't even connected. The scenes are totally disjointed. It's like one moment some unknown person's dark confession tape is casually playing, talking about how their dad used to sneak into their room on some Claude's Dad and Ken Park type shit.
I was about 4 years old, and I had been sleeping on the couch because he was my dad.
And then it's already old news within the next 5 minutes, because there's suddenly a 45-year-old woman reciting her ABCs to herself, and then some random person is fucking cutting their arm open and shit while some rock music is playing over a devil figure. The insanity just keeps going. It doesn't end. One thing I picked up on in Gummo, reflecting on all of this now, was the underlying innocence of it all. Even in the midst of all the cruel and disturbing things the characters do, there are subtle moments that remind you that they're still just kids. For example, I know I kind of made a joke out of the pimp part, but the conversation between Solomon and the girl with Down syndrome was actually a really warm moment. Nothing inappropriate actually happens in that part. He basically just asked her if she thought he was attractive, but in this innocent way, almost like he didn't even fully understand what he was even trying to do. And she tells him that he's fine just the way he is, as if to say, like, don't worry about it, you're still a kid. And even in the bathtub scene, as nasty as that was, there's something kind of humanizing about it. I mean, this kid huffs glue, but yet he goes home and his mom is still the one washing his hair in the bath while she's feeding him chocolates. Like, despite everything, he's still just a kid. And then there's also the mute kid who wears the pink bunny ears. Something that seems to make no sense at all, but now that I'm thinking about it, we all probably had that one random item as kids that we just wore all the time for no real reason, almost like a costume. It's basically a reminder that he's also just a kid. Let me know what you guys think about Gummo in the comments. I know this one's...
That shit right there was strange. That might be one of the things I watch. Not gonna lie. Kids and Gummo.